Alright, we should be live. So, g'day there, ladies and ledians. Welcome back to our Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Let's Play. And we'll just move... Sorry. Just move in the window. There we go. Right. Let's continue on, shall we? Now, I believe this is the part where we gotta go get some perfect apples. Yeah. I do love how Chatot is like so scared of really tough. I mean, for good reason, you know. And it would be cool if we could get perfect apples in the game, but the best you can get is like huge apple. I mean, huge apples are good though, because they not only fill up your belly, but they enhance your belly size. Which is really good for long dungeons. Right. It's good that we get to prepare for our journey. What do we even have? Gummy? Well, you know what that means. There we go. So, let's drop off Oggy. As we prepare ourselves to go into the apple woods. I don't think we really need anything, so... There we go, plenty of stuff. Alright. I forget what kind of Pokemon we can find here. Probably like, you know, a bunch of grass types though. Right, we're still in manual mode. There we go. Yeah. Hello. That's Fuecoco, right? It's pretty cool. It reminds me of a kind of a fun little correlation between all the fly type starters, where they were, I think, as the theory goes, is that they're based off the Chinese zodiac, you know? So you got Charmander for lizard, Cyndaquil is a bit vague, but I think it's supposed to be the rat. Then you got Rooster for Torchic. You got Monkey for Chimchar. Then you got Pig for Tepig, or Boar rather. And then it goes. Fennekin's another weird one. I think Fennekin was supposed to be dog, but it's a bit of a stretch as well. It's in the quill, you know. Then you got Tiger for Written. Rabbit for Score Bunny, right? And then Fuecoco is kind of like, it's got some horse-like features, but then it turns into a crocodile, so it's a bit disappointing. Would have liked it if Fuecoco was a horse. Punish. No thanks. I think Fury Card is going to be pretty useful for us. That's something I really like about this game, is the attention to detail of Pokemon like Kakuna. Because like Pokemon like Kakuna, Metapod, even like Sudowoodo, maybe Wobbuffet as well, they don't move as a wild Pokemon. If you're controlling them, then they do move, but if it's a wild Pokemon, they do not move, which is a very nice nod to their kind of passive nature in the games, you know? Or their lack of mobility. I think something like Pupitar as well. But it's a really cool little thing that they didn't have to do. Like, it makes those Pokemon easier to battle for sure, but I think it's pretty neat. It's a nice little Easter egg. Okay, we are getting through at a good rate, which is good. Okay. Oh, and got a Valet in here as well. I want the money. Beat up the owl, get the money. Alright. We'll intercept him. There we go. Give me the money. Now there's a Fuecoco around with our money as well. And there's Fuecoco. Give me the money. We should be able to survive until the end of the dungeon. Come on, a little bit more. We know you're running on fumes. I don't want to eat an apple yet, but fine. Oh, can be. That's pretty neat. That was a male. Yeah, boy, pink gummy is poison type. swap that for heal seed, I guess. Area race. Oh, can we? I think we can learn that. So that's pretty cool. Do we need it? Not really. Because, we don't really need it for, like, bug types or anything. And we've already got bug type for grass type. And we're not too scared about fighting types. We're only scared about fighting types if they have a rock type move. Oh, big apple. What are we got over here? Regular apple. So we'll swap a regular apple for a big apple. Sounds good. I really wish we could have battled Team Skull. But I don't think this romhack does that. I had it just chilling in the apple tree. And I do like this for character development for our partner, because it's like, you know, developing a bit of courage towards these bullies a bit. I find it convenient that Zubat is also got knocked out of it. And they left him, you know. a little mental breakdown from all the stress. Not strawberry. I love the comedic aspect of Wigglytuff just being the most strongest Pokemon in the world. Almost like some kind of eldritch being. Alright, a new day. Such a blow to morale, for sure, after we're hungry. We're getting told that we might not be making it. But then this is where our friends come in. I really love this moment. It's a very nice bonding moment between all the guild members. Well, most of the guild members that, you know, we care about. Oh neat, we get the sports shop. It's a pretty cool little thing you can do with this in Zato as well. Get some unique items. Alright. What we got? Ooh, solar beam. It's kind of whatever. Grass gummy, always good. Grass gummy, grab a lock, and some money. Grass gummy's about worth 800. So that's about 550 plus 2 items. Is it the most value to go for? Yeah, I think it's most valuable to go for this one. It's gonna be an easy mission. Wait. It's got, yeah, cool. Alright, as long as it's not a delivery mission, it's pretty easy to do. Although its core missions are pretty rough on later dungeons. Yeah, this is the part where they explained the little system going on. Yeah, so I think you can unlock a few dungeons by doing this, but you might also be able to get it just by having drinks and then occasionally getting like a message from someone. It's something you can do, but I'm not too interested. Right. Oh, and I like the fire back, so we can do linking if we need to as well. That could be interesting. So let's store some items. Oh, that could be good actually, but no now. We don't need a lot of these. Should be good. But yeah, no Zatu yet, which is fine. I guess no sprinters today. I hate the partners that can do a mud sport or water sport. They're just so annoying once they start using the mud sport. Because it's got like, as long as they're alert of the target, they're gonna be doing it wherever, you know? It's not like they have to do it when they're close to them. And they do it whenever they feel like it. Same with moves like that, and I guess weapon moves as well. Because you can't really tell them not to do it, you know? There we go. Dive. Huh. That's interesting. Alright, Central Duty. It's gotta be something like Sand Slash. Oh. Infinite? It is a bit like a monkey, you know? Oh god, maybe? That was kind of a guess, but I feel like it was the closest one. Oh, that's gotta be something like... Because it's more like a gecko, you know? And... I guess pincer? Because I guess it makes sense, but like... They both got similar kind of feet with the chicken claw and stuff. Definitely not ladybug. Raichu? Huh, it is ladybug. The more you know. I guess I was confused about Charmander and Charizard, but I wasn't really thinking ladybug, you know? But I feel embarrassed about failing that ladybug. Not knowing its footprint. Great, a heal seed. You can get some good rewards from this, like a ginseng. Whatever. But I think that increases the power of the move, which is very good. Right. Oh, gummy. Gummy's good. Another gummy. Deliver an iron blade. That is doable. Gummy. So we could do gummy and 300. That's pretty good. Gives us a fair amount of points as well. Or gummy an item. 250 an item, which is a bit more value than what we already have. Was it anything from Bristle Cave? Oh, Bristle... No. So, I think a gummy and an item, 250 an item, is more than a gummy and 300. Yeah. And so skip. Okay, retrieve the stolen item. Got it. Target acquired. Oh, you usually have another... Tangler, Drench Buff, no face. Right. A cute sniffer. Not familiar with that one. And PP saver, pretty good. Very nice actually. So Pokemon knows the number of items that are lying on the ground. Ooh, that's pretty good. Because that will help us find a Kakarot shop if we find a bunch of items. Okay, so if that's the case, I reckon it's about time we link up a move. Maybe later. Yeah, so total items on the floor, 3. So 1, 2. I want to see if it counts money as an item. It does. Okay, that's pretty good. Very useful. Okay, so 4 on this 4. There's 1. That's a pretty cool IQ ability. There's number 2. We don't need that one. There's number 3. And there's number 4. Great. That's pretty good. 2. So there's 1. So I don't think it's really worth exploring. Makes it a lot easier to decide if it's worth exploring or if it's just worth going around, especially when you're in a pinch, like if you need food and I just say 2 items but there's 1, I don't know, pile of money next to you. The chance of the other item being food, especially on a big dungeon, are kind of low, so I think it's probably best to prioritize stairs and food in that case, you know? So I feel like it's going to be a very useful IQ skill. Cool, you move. Screech. No, we don't need that. I mean, it wouldn't be that bad as our compound eyes, then we could link it up with like Fury Cutter. But I don't think we need it. What was our objectives? Ah, 8 and 9. Okay, gotcha. We'll go for Thunder Wave so it doesn't run. Or at least run as much. Yeah, if this was a ghost type, it would be very hard to battle it. Oh! I guess I can just go into the stairs and run away. Kind of forgot that they do that. You must be the outlaw. Yep. So unfortunately we weren't able to fully complete that dungeon, or that mission, but it's whatever. Not the most profitable day, but alright, so we're about to get announcements of who's going to be on the expedition, which means it's going to be a perfect time to do a tier list. Yeah, hang on. How many are there? 1, 2, 3. Okay. We are going to rank the Wiggly 10 from top 10 to, let me try again. We're going to rank the top 10, 10 being the lowest, 1 being the greatest. So, out of the Wiggly 10, I think I'm going to have Corefish at number 10. I just feel like he doesn't really do anything in the story, one way or the other, and a lot of his dialogue is kind of generic. Like, it could be said by Baidu for Sunfleur or Diglett or something. So I feel like Corefish is kind of just super bland, but he ends up being at the bottom. Number 9, we are going with Loudred, because I really do not like Loudred. Because like his kind of role, I guess, is like a security guard, but he kind of just lets everyone in, so it's kind of redundant, and I don't like his gimmick about him casually having loudness. Like, it's cool with his Pokemon design, but overall I'm not a big fan of Loudred. Up next we have Krogunk. Krogunk isn't too bad. Like, he is pretty chill, but there isn't much really to say about Krogunk, so unfortunately he has to be kind of low. Next up we'll have Diglett. Diglett is kind of like with Loudred with the job. Not too useful, but he's okay, I guess. Next up we go with Chimecho. Chimecho is very good with the fanship. well, not the friendship, but the recruiting members, and you know, she's pretty nice, like, you know, pretty chill kind of Pokemon, you know, not too bad. Then we're going with Dugtrio. Dugtrio, I think, is, you know, pretty high up there. Like, he's pretty proud of his work. He's got an important role to do, and he's also got some cool personality. He's like a very sophisticated Pokemon, you know? So I feel like he can really be up there. Next up, we have Sunflora. Sunflora is a pretty happy-go-lucky kind of Pokemon, and is pretty, I guess, supportive. Not the biggest fan, but the bonus special episode of Sunflora does kind of elevate it a bit, but not much to really say about Sunflora, except an overall pretty good one. Next up we have Bidoof. Bidoof is a very chippy young lad, very inexperienced, and the fact that you get to team up with him is pretty useful. So I feel like he's definitely one of the more memorable of the Weekly 10, you know? And so I don't think you can go too wrong with Bidoof there. And then number 2, we're going to have... oh, it's either going to be Wiggly or Chatot. I'm going to go with Chatot. He is number 2 for a reason, and that is because he's got a hell of a personality, you know? He's a strict boss, but he also knows, you know, people's limits, and he's a bit forgiving. He's got some cool character development at certain points, and he is definitely a vocal character, so you get a lot of experience with him. So I feel like he's pretty good. And then obviously, number 1 is going to be Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff just being a lovable goofball, you know, the strongest Pokemon in the universe, surprisingly, is pretty fun, you know? Like, the jokes never really get old with it, and, you know, overall it's pretty good. And also, I guess the fact that he was, like, kind of on Teen Charm, or at least, like, associated with him. Also, like, how unhinged he was as, like, a Igglybuff as well. Like, he's always been that way. So, I feel like, just for the absurdity of what Wigglytuff represents, I think he's got to be number 1. So yeah, that's my top 10 of the Weekly 10. Let me know if you enjoy it. Grass Gummy, and possibly a Tangela. Beedrill, no, Gummy, maybe. Orange Gummy. Okay, looks like Waterfall Cave is going to be good. Alright, so rescue, arrest, retrieve, take, and search. Alright, should be doable. I mean, that is a pretty high-paying, easy job, but not the mood for it. Let's check out the shops, eh? Oh, 2 gummies, that could be pretty good to get. Also, shiny spike. You weren't shiny before, were you? Wait, no, you might have been. Sword stance. Don't need that. Alright, let's get some money, get some more gummies, have some more drinks, and then we're good to go. Right. Let's get going. Oh! We're expediting now. I thought we had like another day. My bad. Oh. Guess we'll see about going to the waterfall cave later. Good old miracle drink. Ooh, nice. Alright then, I think we're good to go on the expedition. Alright, we're about to be going on our expedition. And possibly, yeah, I think this is where we get one of the best musics in the game. Definitely like one of the top 5 best music in the game. Maybe top 10. Bit debatable. But, hopefully if you stick around, you'll see what I mean, and you can tell me how good the music is. Probably. But yeah, it's good that we get to chill out with Bidoof, you know? It's a nice little character bonding moment, as it allows for a partner to indicate how much responsibility they can take on, you know? With the planning and when to rest and all that. It's a real growth moment. So, it's not this music, but I think it's a dungeon after this. Yeah, so, you know, our partner is a bit more taking charge and is able to grow confident, which is a nice show of growth because, you know, at the start, very timid, right? We're going to take the Cocos. Very timid, but, you know, they jumped through a waterfall with us, could have ended up dying, but they really trusted us and they had a, you know, proactive in planning. So I feel like it's a really good character growth, and it's kind of subtle. Like, it's not like, man, look how much you've grown kind of thing. You know, it's more like, hey, I've noticed that you're a bit more confident now. It's pretty good. Well, that could be good for a monster house. Galarian Farfetch'd, eh? Okay, good. Bidoof was able to handle him on his own. And see, because I know that there's only 2 items, I know it's not really worth going around for it. 1 item on this floor, yikes. Oh, 4 items. Oh, time of curse status condition, but half the user's HP. It's not really necessary. Most Pokemon go down in a few turns anyway, and it's a very risky move. Like, I only really use it on boss battles, but even then, I don't think it's as necessary. Five items, huh? 3 of them in this room, so probably not worthwhile. Nice, PP saver. Always handy when it comes to effect. 6 items on this floor, that's worthwhile exploring. Where are the items? I know there's like 5 more items on this floor. So maybe there's a Pokemon shop? Hey! Oh, we don't have any... There are ways to steal from him. I think we'll be able to... It's a maybe if we warp over towards the stairs and then maybe like use a faux fear orb or something. But we don't have our money on us. Those are free gummies though, but we don't have any ways to guarantee a steal, you know? Like we could warp seed, but we'd have to hope that we get close to the stairs, you know? I should have brought like a orb or something that allows us to steal from him a bit easier. Guess we're gonna go help. Oh, we can control an extra member? Hold up, that's cool. Skill link. Hey, how's it going? Explorers, just popping in quick to say hi. How's it run? What's the latest? Well, we are on the expedition. And I just figured out that in the in the manual mode of this quality of life hack, you can control the extra people. So you can control Baidu here. But it also means that if you've got an escort mission, you should be able to control them, you know? It makes the escort missions very handy. And as you can probably tell, it is a quality of life hack because we are playing as Pokemon you don't normally get to play as. But this is the music I was talking about. It's definitely in the top 5 or top 10. The way it kind of builds up, you know? Yeah, fantastic quality of life featured. It's got a few different changes as well. For example, your moves will level up as you use them. Yeah, this part of the music is good. Just like the constant build up. So moves will level up as you use them. You can... let's see, yeah, control automatically, well, control manually your party, so really useful in a monster house. Yeah, Explorers Remixed is the name, and there should be a link to the page where you can check out the ROM hack, if you ever want to check it out for yourself. A lot of the side characters and stuff will have more expressions for the dialogue. Things like Team Skull will have like Zubat and coughing with different emotions, for example, which is, you know, pretty handy. Kind of want to spoil it, but it's also going to be pretty obvious once you start looking into it. But Grovyle is going to be replaced with Leafeon, because I think that's the ROM hacker's favorite Pokemon, you know. Oh, right, you can get big apples a lot earlier on, so you can get big apples like almost immediately, which is pretty handy. And obviously a bunch of new Pokemon from all the generations. Not all the Pokemon, but a few families from each of the regions. And so you can get things like, you know, a shiny Fennekin in Mount Bristle. You know, you can get Fuecoco in Applewoods. You know. So you can get some of the starters pretty early on. Also, I think bench EXP share, so you can explore with some members, but other members on your bench get experience share. So it's really good for having new members up, you know. Yeah, we'll switch back to manual mode. I love seeing a few extra lines and families in there. Yeah, pretty much all the starters I knew. There's only a few of the old ones, like maybe like Trico or something. But, you know, and there isn't, unfortunately there isn't a personality quiz. You do get to choose. You just get to choose which one you want now, which is pretty cool. But I will say that not all the abilities are implemented because, like, you know, it's only up to Gen 4 abilities, right? So, for example, our Zora has Scrappy instead of Illusion, which I guess makes sense. You know, it'd be hard to do Illusion in this game, I think, but Scrappy is okay, you know. And I, for example, have Compound Eyes, which is really good, and Swarm, which is okay, you know. But Compound Eyes with like Thunder Wave, ooh boy, real good. Guaranteed paralysis, you know, so good. There's Hisuian Sneasel. I do like the personality quiz, and I would have liked it if it was in this game. And I would have, like, you know, manually chosen it afterwards, but it's always good to see what questions they come up with for what it kind of recommends for you. So that would have been great, but it's fine. You know, we got Score Bunny here as well, that's pretty cool. But, you know, you could play as like a Phantom, you could play as a Tinker Tink. You know, Tinker Tink's pretty popular. So, but like, it's not really a difficulty hack, right? It's only quality of life. I don't think it makes it any more difficult. I guess technically it makes it easier with some of the quality of life things, but it's basically the vanilla experience with a little twist here and there, you know? And a little bit of bonus for you. It's very good. But yeah, how you going? Compound Eyes, yeah, it's so good. Like Fury Cutter, great. Thunderwave, great, you know? If we get something like Discharge, oh boy. It's gonna be fantastic. I didn't pick Joltik for the ability though, I was just kind of doing it for, you know, bug type and the typing and all that. But the Compound Eyes is a nice bonus. And then I figured, well, because like, why not have a Ghost Normal as our partner, you know? And it's shiny, because why not? Like, it's not like a shiny chance, it's just guaranteed shiny. Which is pretty cool. But yeah, like, characters like Gladred and Chatot, they have more emotions during their dialogue. So even that by itself is a nice little bonus. Definitely recommend checking it out. Gonna beat up this Sneasler. Oh yeah, that's another thing. With the moves I'm doing, right? Instead of having a set move, and that would be your... Oh, Skullbone's got Protean. Ooh, neat. Instead of like having a set move with the L and like A or B or whatever, you hold L and then it brings up all your moves. And then from there you can choose which one you want to do. So you don't have to constantly reset your set move. You know? Really handy. The total items on the floor, that's just an IQ skill. It's not part of the quality of life, in case you're wondering. It's an IQ skill I've got. Very nice. Yep, it's really good. If you do love Explorers, I do recommend giving it a shot. But, you know, there is something to be said for playing the actual original game. And there is another version of this where it is more of a difficulty hack. So something like the Drowsy battle is actually like really hard, you know. It has a few, I've tried it a little bit. It's got a few newer Pokemon, right? It's like got Alolan Vulpix and Galen Corsola kind of thing. But not too many. It is more focused on the difficulty aspect of it. But, you know, that could be something you try if you want. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. The fact that I can control a escort member on a really long mission, that's going to be helping out so much, especially with like monster houses. Oh boy. Because now instead of like them doing like a mud sport or like a growl or something, I can be like, no, you gotta get out of there, I gotta get in. Oh, that's another thing. Hang on, let me... You see our position of our partner, right? Normally, if you would run into them, you would switch. But in this one, you can push. Or if you're holding the B button, you can switch. So it gives you a bit more tactical positioning with it. Which is really handy. So you can either push, or you can swap. Really handy. Like when you need to retreat from a monster house to back them up, you know? You can just push them back rather than having to worry about, you know, get away from here kind of thing with the tactic. It just makes it a lot easier, really. And so theoretically, I could I could split up the exploration like this. And, you know, find new items and stuff. But as you can see, it would take a long time to do that. So I only really recommend doing it for battles. You know, like when you really need the tactical advantage. But yeah, I really love it. So let's control Bidoof here. What you got? Headbutt. We'll just let Bidoof handle it, because we can control Bidoof now. So good, no more growl defense skill from you. Back to automatic. Also, yeah, controlling... Oh, well, movement is a game changer, and that was always such a tough thing with vanilla. Yeah, I know, right? Well, not tough, but, well, that has some really nice texture movement. Yup, it is really handy. Also, yeah, controlling the escort mons is crazy. That was always frustrating at times. I know, right? Because, like, the escort mons would only be, like, level 5, level 7, maybe if you're lucky, like, level 13 or something. And, especially post-game when it's, like, you know, you're expected to be around level 40. And then you just get hit, like, by a random, like, a discharge or something. I mean, that can still happen, I guess, if you're controlling them. But, you should be able to do something a bit more with them, you know? Like, you can at least run away from a monster house. And, yeah, no more defense go on Bidoof is really good. It means that Bidoof is actually a pretty valuable member for this exploration. But yeah, like if you're ever feeling like the need to play Mystery Dungeon again, I do recommend. You can watch the first part of my first stream to see all the starters. You know, maybe some of that will get you interested. Because there's a lot of options. And definitely a bunch of options that you wouldn't expect. And yeah, we get like little custom, you know, art for the new characters, obviously, because like otherwise that wouldn't be as important. So every Pokemon on the starter list will have all the different emotions, which is great. But yeah, glad you can drop by. You know, hope you're having a good day. What are you kind of planning on doing soon? You have to talk to Logan. This could be something fun to alternate with Elite Redux suddenly. Ah, fair enough. To be honest, I thought you were Logan, because usually Josh you're with your own account, and Logan's usually with Skill Link. But it's cool that you both have control over it. I was kind of thinking it was Logan, but yeah, good to see you, Josh. Yeah. So all the emotions is a big part of what gives these games their charm, I reckon. Like, I don't think Chimecho has this expression in vanilla, for example. You know? And it just kind of adds to it. And I definitely don't think Ladrid has that. So it's fun seeing like all the different characters with their different emotions. Like Team Skull will have it. You know, you got people like Dodrio and Krogong, I guess. Even I think something like Drowsy has a few different emotions, which is pretty cool. Well, yeah, usually I'm on your personal, but I was checking in on comments and whatnot. Should have clarified who it was. Fair enough. I mean, I guess it's pretty cool when you both have access to it. That's the fun of the Oro with Skill Link. But yeah, I'll be on my personal usually, but it could always be one or the other on Skill Link. Fair enough. Does Logan have his own personal, or is it only you for personal? Love that for Drowsy. Yeah, like, it's great that they all kind of get something. Like, even some of the minor characters, you know, will get something. Oh, also there's Fairy type. Fairy type is implemented, and along with Fairy type there's a few moves. You know, like Dazzling Gleam, maybe Moonblast kind of thing, Disarming Voice. Some of the moves have been changed a little bit. For example, it's been my experience so far that a lot of melee attacks have the chance to reduce attack. So something like Quick Attack or Shadow Sneak, they can reduce the attack of the target. And something like Echoed Voice or yeah, I think just Echoed Voice, for example, hits twice. So it's a multi-hit move. I'm sure Logan has his own personal. We both have access to skill links, so we can upload shorts and videos because we share it. Yeah, fair enough. It certainly hurts with the load. I can imagine, yeah. You must be pretty busy with your newborn, right? How's he going? I think it's a he, right? How's he going? Reduce attack of the target, very cool. I like that for Echoed Voice. So I think no, it's like Echoed Voice like hits twice, like a multi-hit move, but something like Quick Attack or Tackle might be able to reduce attack. I'm a bit confused by it myself, but I do know that Shadow Sneak and Quick Attack can reduce attack. And it might be true for other melee attacks as well. Alright, let's store some things. Don't need that many warp seeds. That should be fine. Right. But yeah, how's your kid going? Like, doing okay? No complications or anything? Also, I'm excited to see how you guys go with the karaoke. You could split up and choose, like, new members of the small PokeTuber club to team up with, or you could work together. Kind of up to you, really. Yep, thanks for asking, cool. He's a total cutie, very good baby. He's at the first growth spurt, 6 to 8 weeks. So he's fussier than usual, which is normal. So this week has been tiring, but very good overall. Fair enough. No complications though. We'll take slightly fussy here and there over being sick or having issues. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, definitely fussiness is like probably the least of your concerns. But that's good. You know? That's really good. But yeah, I'm curious to see how you guys go with the karaoke. We are starting to develop some interest, and I'm not sure if you saw, but so far we're looking like the vote is looking like we're all going to sing the original song as a bonus round. So we'll all sing the original Pokemon theme song kind of together. Because I kind of figured that a lot of people would be choosing the original one. And I feel like it would be kind of fun to do it as a whole group. So everyone will be like recording their own voice, sending it to me, and then I'll figure out some way to edit it. It might be like, you know, each person gets like one line of it or something, you know? Let's see, sounds good. I'll talk to Logan and see what we can do. If I'm busy or tired, then I'll talk to Logan and see if we can at least team up with someone else in Discord. Fair enough. Like, that is part of the fun of it, you know, like, teaming up with someone that you haven't really met before really helps to bring the community together. But I do understand if people want to stick with people that they know. Whatever gets you to sing, really. And Fury Cutter Compound Eyes is so good. Unfortunately, it's not like a 2 to 5 hit move. That would have been great. It's only a guaranteed 2 hit move. If it was a 2 to 5 hit move, man, it would be busted. But it's just guaranteed double hit move. And so I'm not sure if it was like that in vanilla, so I don't know all the moves off by heart in vanilla, so I think that's new. But I guess also like for things like this fog, it means my accuracy isn't really impacted, which is pretty cool. If it was a 2 to 5 hit move, then geez, oh yeah, I know, right? Guaranteed 2 is still good, especially with the buffed accuracy. Yeah, true. But yeah, if it was a 5 hit move, oh boy. I would be a menace to society. And that sounds new, but I could be wrong. Yeah, it's been a while, and you know, there's a lot of moves in the game, so it's hard to really know. Especially since you don't really get a starter that has Fury Cutter. You kind of have to get a ally for it, you know? So I understand that I don't understand it, you know? It makes sense. But yeah, like, a bonus round of everyone singing the original theme song, I reckon is going to be good. And it also kind of forces people to choose a different theme. Rather than like 5 titles, that'd be pretty cool. Also then having like, you know, 5 different duos trying to do the original song. Got to run and help with baby bath time, but it was great to pop in. I'll watch back the rest of the stream later. Always a pleasure. We'll stream either later today or tomorrow. Undecided. Fair enough. I should be able to hang around for a bit, so we'll kind of see how it goes. But you know, you don't have to watch the rest of the stream. Like whatever you can watch is always fine, you know. But now I gotta talk like as if you're here, so that you know, you can be a little bit more entertained. But it's fine, it's what I usually do. Oh, Giga Drain though. We do have Absorb, so getting Giga Drain could be very useful. How much PP does it have? Oh yeah, and we can learn Giga Drain is going to be really useful for survival. I'm just going to go get myself a tissue and then we'll be back. Okay, sorry about that. But yeah, I feel like Giga Drain is going to be pretty useful. 10 PP, not too bad. Especially with our PP saver. But having Giga Drain, really going to be useful. Because like when we're like low on food in a dungeon, and you know, we're having... okay, yeah, learning a move. There we go. So, Shadow Sneak reduced the attack of Santler. But as I was saying, the learning a new move changes where each of them are on your keybind. So you do need to be careful of that. Takes a little bit of getting used to whenever you learn a new move. You can probably like shift it around, but it's just something to be aware of. Let's see. But, you know, so far we're doing pretty good on this expedition. We've only got like one more dungeon after this and then we're good. I don't remember if the boss battle is going to be the same or if it's going to be different. Okay, I'm not too worried about Pachirisu. So we went from the shock. I wish Runaway did something other than just causing the Wildfire in the fight. Like, it doesn't do anything if you're controlling them, right? I don't think so. It'd be cool if it, like, increased speed, but, like, maybe decrease attack. You know? That could be something. Like, every now and then it would just give you a speed increase, but an attack decrease. Maybe special attack decrease as well, because, like, why not? And so you would have to tactically use the Wonder Tile to kind of maintain yourself. But, you know, extra speed is really handy. I think that would make sense. You know, you could probably just do it without the attack or special attack reduction as well, right? Just like whenever you get on low health, you get a speed increase. Considering that you naturally regenerate, it's going to be harder to, I guess, use. You know? I do like all the kind of mystery surrounding our ability. I think it's handled really well. So we are approaching the 1.5 hour mark. I could probably do this next dungeon and complete the expedition, and then we'll probably call it there. That shouldn't be too bad. Oh yeah, this is very bright. Like, that is such a cool landmark, you know? Like, all the water that would be going up through that as well. But yeah, you can see like the different emotions on the Team Skull, which is pretty cool. And then the goat, not even Wigglytuff, but a shiny Wigglytuff named Strawberry. Still a guy, but you know, pretty cool. Wigglytuff just strolls in, and it is just really funny how he's like one of the strongest Pokemon canonically in the game. Like not in when you have to be like battling him, but in terms of plot armor, Wigglytuff has to be like one of the strongest Pokemon in the game. But you can probably imagine that if you were playing as Wigglytuff throughout the entire game, that it'll be pretty interesting. You know, like Wigglytuff in the future, just kind of going around with a carefree attitude, just destroying like Spiritomb and stuff, whatever along the way. Would be pretty funny. And so it really gives you like a fade to black kind of thing of like, oh no, what's happened to Wigglytuff, you know? But you later find out, look, yeah, you later find out that he's like, okay, and it's that Team Skull that got annihilated, which is very funny. We don't need that. Toss a few of those in. Don't need as many of those. Hey. Meanwhile... oh yeah, this part is very funny. They're just like so nervous that they're like just staring at Wigglytuff, and then Wigglytuff's like, oh, it's a staring contest, or yeah, you're trying to make me laugh with silly faces. And it's all the dichotomy of the two groups, like Strawberry versus Team Skull. It's very like goofy and serious at the same time. Now they have the little fake out about like what happened to Wigglytuff. Right, our move swapped around, so that's Giga Drain now. So we need Fury Cutter on X. Feet orb, pretty useful. Oh, a shiny Numble. So I want Fury Cutter. Good old ground gummy. So, Thunder Shock. Ooh, Tepig. We're just having a chill moment in the steam cave, you know? I mean, 5 items, but based on the minimap, you can tell that's going to be pretty large, you know? So it's really not worth it. Yeah, so I think it's like all physical attacks have a chance to reduce damage, or reduce attack power. So, Echo Voice. Yeah, Fury Card is rough. My turn. Gotta be careful. Alright, not too bad. Oh. There we go. So yeah, I forget if it's gonna be a Groudon or if it's gonna be like a shiny one. But I guess we'll find out. It wouldn't surprise me if it was shiny. Like, all the facial expressions of a Hisuian Zora are so good. Like, it feels really natural, which is really good. Right, shouldn't be too bad. We do need to be careful of fire types, but we'll get there. Looking a bit rough. Okay, let's go with... Sonic Shadow Sneak is really good because it allows you to have your partner attack from like 2 tiles away. Really handy. I am curious about what TM that is. Anyways, we don't need that. Oh yeah, can we toss our... Okay. We don't need that. That was some money. Okay. Oh, that was a liden. I was confused what that was. Don't care about all weight. Iron berries are always useful, but don't need too many of them. Bunch of items here, which is surprising because it's on a caffeine shop or monster house, you know? Like, you would think it would be one of those. Oh yeah, Granville's a fairy type, that's why it's not doing as much damage. Kind of forgot that Granville was a fairy type for a moment. Really need a good TM for Zoe, you know, get like a psychic or something. Now, we do need to be careful of Groudon because it can use ancient power. That's funny, the Zubat's upside down when it's confused. Like, painted like that, you know? That's kind of funny. It's good though. Oh yeah, it's a shiny. Yeah, I don't even think Groudon gets any kind of emotions in the original. So it's pretty cool. I love this little hype moment for the boss battle, you know? Here we go. Switching to manual mode. So... let's use... okay, you're behind. Okay, so that actually like kind of confuses him a bit. We're gonna corner him. And have it like this, because I've got all the gummies on me, so I'm pretty healthy, and I can also Giga Drain to recover health. Meanwhile, my partner can keep shadow sneaking. So... shadow sneak. Oh, not from that angle. Didn't mean that. Let's go for Giga Drain. Get some health back. I need some Giga Drains. And Echoed Voices are gonna be good. Good stab, good damage. Ancient Power! Okay, good thing that all those gummies on us. Now we're getting a drain, bit of health back. And Giga Drain got a bit stronger. Great. Come on, it's gotta be close. There we go. So I feel like the boss battle was enhanced a little bit with like the counter attack passive, for example. But we got there. Turned out to be just an illusion. Yeah, is that shiny? I think that's just regular, isn't it? I love this view of the lake that we're about to get. It might look a little bit jank with the way I've got the emulator set up with the top and bottom screen, but overall it looks pretty good. Not that view is kind of whatever, but also this music, that light motif that's throughout the game, so good. So good. And that little bit of instrumentation to help slow it up a little bit. You know, slowly increasing. Very slowly. As it goes through that rhythm again. And then this shot is pretty good. And then we should be getting to the climax of the sound soon. Or maybe it's just like there's a little bit on repeat until... No, here we go. So good, so goated. I love it. Like, it's throughout the entire game. It's like a mystery of the time gears. Especially love it in Temple Tower. That's when it's really peak. But, oh boy. That light motif goes so hard. I just hope that the audio was synced up for you guys and it wasn't too jarring. I like this moment. And glad to meet you, friend, amazing friend. As if like Wigglytuff wants to recruit Groudon, you know, into the guild, which would be quite the reputation bump. Here we go again with the music, but it's going to get the visual is going to get enhanced in a moment. And Wigglytuff's just like, ignore it, just get over here, you know? Yeah, so it might look a little bit jank with the top and bottom screen. I guess we'll see. It looks okay. Can't really notice it. Yeah, it looks good. And I love it. With all the Volbeat and the Lumos, the Time Gear, the Eruption, or rather the Geyser, it all works well. I don't really remember this music though. Alright, we finally made it back home. Which means... well, it means that. But it also means that we're going to be ending the stream here. We could do the special episodes as well, see if they got any changes to them. But maybe there'll be another day. So, we're going to save our adventure. Then we're going to end stream. So, I would like to thank everyone that has managed to see it either live or in the future. I hope you had a good time with it, and I hope that you guys have a good day. So, with all that out of the way, I would like to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. See yous.